Why does Stephen Thompson think Ciryl Gane will defeat Jon Jones and win the heavyweight championship at UFC 285? On Saturday, March 4th, 2023, UFC 285 will occur at the T-Mobile Arena in Paradise, Nevada. Jon Jones has worked hard over the past 18 months to establish himself as a serious heavyweight contender. To prepare for the next stage of his career, the former light heavyweight champion gained up to 250 pounds of weight. The former interim champion Gane will face Jones, the two-time UFC light heavyweight champion. On January 14th this year, former champion Francis Ngannou, 17-3 MMA, had his title stripped and was fired from the UFC over a contractual issue. The last time Jon Jones, 35, competed inside the octagon was in February 2020 at UFC 287. He won by majority decision over Dominic Reyes, 12-4, in mixed martial arts. Ciryl Bongamon Gane, 32, last competed in September last year and won by TKO against Tai Tuivasa, 14-5 MMA. In a recent video on Wonderboy's YouTube channel, Stephen Thompson discussed the possibility of Jones versus Gane. Jon Jones is not fast, and he's gonna be even slower now that he's 280 pounds. He's going to be slower. I don't see Jon Jones touching him. Gane. In December of last year, Stephen Thompson, 17-6 MMA, defeated Kevin Holland, 23-9 MMA, via TKO, earning Fight of the Night honors. Thompson, 40, wants to return to the cage soon, even though nothing has been confirmed as of yet. Do you agree with Stephen Thompson's prediction that Gane will bring the belt home on March 4th? Jon Jones will compete in mixed martial arts on Saturday in the main event of UFC 285, Jones versus Gane. He will face top contender Ciryl Gane for the heavyweight title. This will be Jones' first fight in more than 3 years. This 5-round fight is the main event of UFC 285 from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, 10 p.m. ET. Jones dominated the light heavyweight division for almost 10 years. Jones was out of the ring after defeating Dominic Reyes unanimously at UFC 247 in February 2020. Gane has briefly held the interim heavyweight title while establishing himself as one of the most dangerous heavyweight prospects in recent history. Jones has long been one of the sport's most divisive figures and has encountered many difficulties beyond the cage. But almost all analysts and fervent MMA observers agree that he should be included on the shortlist of the greatest fighters of all time, and he holds the top spot for most MMA historians. Jones, 26-1, suffered his only professional loss via disqualification. Despite close decisions against Reyes and Thiago Santos in his past 2 appearances, some observers believe he had lost his edge. The 35-year-old New Yorker left the light heavyweight class to concentrate on his heavyweight transition and attempt to win 2 titles. He reportedly wanted to fight former champion Francis Ngannou. Still, negotiations broke down because the combatants couldn't agree on a time frame, and both weren't satisfied with the UFC's pay offers. With leaving the UFC, Ngannou is officially a free agent. In his final UFC bout, Ngannou defeated Gane 11-1 by decision after returning from a 2-round deficit early on. This was the first loss for the French fighter in his career. In September last year, Gane retaliated by knocking out Tai Tuivasa in the 3rd round. Due to his athleticism, adaptability, and mastery in numerous sports, Gane has unavoidably been compared to Jones. When Jones declared he was prepared to make a comeback, the UFC put Jones up against Gane to contest the vacant title. Jones recently stated that Gane is not the most technically talented kickboxer he has faced in his career. He praised Gane instead of giving the accolade to Thiago Santos. The former light heavyweight champion praised Santos' lightning speed, power, and explosiveness. He dramatically questioned why spectators thought Gane posed a more significant threat than Moretta when moving around. Let's shed some light on the technical breakdown of Jon Jones and Ciryl Gane's fighting styles. Jon Jones, a former UFC light heavyweight champion, is one of the best mixed martial artists ever to enter an octagon. Jones held the #1 spot for many years among men's pound-for-pound competitors in the UFC. Throughout his career, he has never been defeated or outscored. He has the highest fighting IQ in the entire sport. Many people believe Jones is the most intellectual competitor combatant in the octagon. His versatility and technique have been credited with much of Jones' success inside the ring. Jones is one of the sport's most dynamic fighters, constantly changing his approach to match the styles of his rivals. Jon Jones has competed against some of the best wrestlers the sport offers. Jones even squared up against Daniel Cormier, a former Olympian. Yet, when Jones faced DC at UFC 182 in 2015, Bones nearly always got takedowns and easily defeated the former two-division champion. Jon Jones believes Ciryl Gane is receiving too much attention, but in reality, due to his speed, agility, and proper game technique, Gane is regarded as one of Jones' most difficult tests. Jones cited his split decision victory against Thiago Santos at UFC 239 as evidence that he has improved in close fights on the feet. He also targeted Gane's previous opponents, particularly his lone defeat at UFC 270 against former heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou. Some experts believe that Jones will find it extremely tough to defeat Ciryl Gane because despite how excellent he is, he employs those long-range weapons to effectively subdue opponents like me and other men he has faced in the octagon because of his length. He only moves around a little or makes a lot of angles. He is moving forward while remaining very still. Gane, a relative rookie to MMA who only made his professional debut in 2018, thinks Jones will need help with his versatile style of play. "I know I've got good footwork. At first, I think I'm a little bit more well-rounded than Ngannou," Gane said. As a young fighter, Jones inspired Gane, who now views Jones as the greatest UFC fighter ever. "When I started watching this, Jon Jones was one of my favorite fighters," Gane added. There are some distinct differences between Jones and Gane. Let's have a look at them. Gane is a heavyweight by nature. Jones lacks fighting experience at 240 to 250 pounds. Gane does. Jones had to gain weight. Jones has a more muscular physique than Gane. Throughout his HW fights, I've never seen Gane get wounded. Jones has suffered injuries in numerous battles. He may have dropped his most recent match against Reyes. To hit Gane cleanly is quite tricky. His footwork and striking are superior to Jones. Gane is skilled at standing up again. Francis is much stronger than Jones, and Ngannou struggled to keep Gane down. In contrast to Jones, who has been dormant for the last 3 years, Gane has been highly busy. Jones has a track record of struggling to defeat bigger opponents. Nobody Jones has faced close to Gane's athleticism and striking efficiency. Due to Gane's speed, many of Jones' tactics could be more effective. The jab, the sidekick, and sometimes the elbows from the clinch. Gane is a fantastic athlete. It is comparable to Jones. He won't just sit there and wait to be struck by a sluggish Jones. Jon offers 3 key benefits: experience, BJJ, and wrestling. Will this be sufficient to defeat a prodigy like Gane? I'm sure Gane has been practicing his wrestling a lot lately. Everyone's attention is focused on UFC 285's main event. After a 3-year hiatus, Jon Jones makes his highly anticipated heavyweight debut. Jones faces a risky mission with Ciryl Gane, and Francis Ngannou's absence clouds the event. March 4th is a big day for UFC fans. March 4th, 2023 is shaping up to be a giant match for the UFC, with former heavyweight champion Jon Jones kicking off the month with his much-anticipated return. On the other hand, Gane, considered to be in the better form, will face Jones, snatching the much-coveted title.